Okay, y'all, I'm back to Detroit from my trip to Indianapolis. I want to tell y'all the story, but I ain't got no pictures because it was too much going on. I was more in it than around it, and I don't have no pictures, no videos. I don't want to go to jail. Plus, it's a diagram here that I tried to draw so y'all can see what the trip came from. Hopefully, y'all can follow along, right? So let's start my trip home to Indy, aka my best friend with. So. So here you gonna start at the 5 minute sign, right? Because my Uber driver ended up hitting a BMW, and then you see him crying over here because before he was able to even confirm with me that he hit said BMW, they called the police, and so this plus this collide equal him being fired because once they called it, ain't no coming back from that. Especially being a foreigner, ain't no coming back from that, right? So that entailed I had to skip the dress rehearsal and go to the slumber party. Now, if y'all are following along before, y'all seen me in my pajamas. You also seen me, I was the only one in my pajamas. Because before we went to the pajama party, we had went out for shots. And this is my last coherent thought, really, of the weekend. It took me 2 days to put this diagram together. Anyway, so we took shots here. I'm really a drinker, so I was had my wine bottle. Everybody else had to go home, take care of stuff. Other girl that was left there, she couldn't hang. She had to go sleep. So I got my besties and we did what besties do. We went to the summer party with no sleep. The best time I ever had. It was half karaoke, half break dancing thing. My only pet peeve about this was the conversation between my best friend and her brother. The stuff they was talking about had nothing to do with the music. At no point did Tammy say anything about pegging. At no point. At no point. Get back to the subject. Get back to the subject. We ain't talking about that right now. Okay? Okay. Like you see here, where you see Lil Ron Ron. Now y'all don't know who this is, but this was the highlight of this night because she was getting her hair braided, and the faces she had, I couldn't stop laughing. She was very upset. I'm so sorry, Lil Ron Ron. I'm sorry, but it was hilarious. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop. I still can't stop. I'm trying to stop. Think about it now. Anyway, so yeah, you see Lil Ron Ron over there get her hair braided. So then around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what time it is. Like I said, it was a slum party that didn't sleep. We were home, got a little bit of sleep, and then that day was big breakfast and run around to Meyer. Uh, they had batteries for $14. I wasn't buying it. I put that stuff down. Um, so then at this place, we had to do 20 heads with watching 20 kids while lighting 20 blunts while doing 200 wedding decorations. So that was the task for that day. I don't remember a lot of that day because then you see here where I passed out. At some point, this is where I. Okay, so the next day, 5 a.m., we had to wake up and put said decorations and people inside the wedding. It was crazy. Went to Starbucks that morning. Spent like $80 on Starbucks. Nothing went right. Nothing went right. Caterer was late. Bartender was late. The most amazing experience I've ever had. I feel like it wouldn't have been as great if this stuff had not went so wrong. So yeah, as you see, champagne glass. The thing was margaritas and tacos. I had so many tequila sunrises. Like I said, I don't really have most coherent thoughts on what happened here. I was mostly keeping the bride away from the bride and the bride away from the bride. So a lot of stuff, like I said, I didn't have. It was just, but everybody was on the dance floor happy. My stuff got stolen. It was just amazing. It was an amazing experience for everybody. And then after everything ended, everybody was drunk. We went back to said slumber party house because it's vibe. We went back over there. And then the best part about that, so I forgot I had to pause and go back, right? Because if you see this cloud right here, this is where I was at the end of the wedding. If you didn't catch me on the dance floor and stuff, if you was looking for me, I was in the cloud with the cousins. I was outside in the clouds with the cousins. Okay, so back to the story. Back to the story. So then we had went back to said slumber party house now, and that was amazing because I also had more stuff that got me more cloudy, if you know what I mean. And then we had slots, and my best friend was on the trampoline, and her wedding dress was one. I should have took pictures. It was amazing. I loved it. Um, so then we had some Dawn flavored chocolate bars. If you know, you know it was horrible. Um, and so me, I went barefoot the whole night. I don't remember how I got my shoes back, but I'm glad I did. Which ain't even crazy because a lot of people know me for not wearing shoes. So I guess that's not even one of the parts. And so then after that, we went home again. This was the last night. The last night I woke up in the middle of the night. Somebody was using some keys. pause again, because somewhere during this last night, it was a situation that was there. Apparently my friend was hyperventilating, but she really wasn't. People was just crazy. And it was just like how everybody ended up at this house and nobody was there. Like the next morning, somebody ended up waking up on a bench somewhere. We ain't gonna name no names. We all woke up in crazy ass places. But I meant slots when I said this. Slots. And so then, like I said, we went back to the slumber party house. We went back to the slumber party house. And this is really where I started tripping. This is really where I started tripping, because this whole morning was crazy. Somebody made a joke about some couche, right? And it is, you see this baby here? You see this baby here? He was honestly laughing at the joke. Like he was having a time. And this baby couldn't be no more than one. He was having a time. So then that's when I turned around and seen the baby laugh. I turned around again and I was talking to a turtle. I was talking to the turtle. Was my best friend the whole night. Now this turtle had an attitude, but we got it together. We got it together. We friends now. I don't know where he at. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, this is where you see my mind blown. My mind blown. My mind blown, because the weekend was crazy. I loved it. I gave away my White Castle burger, which y'all know I don't do. I don't share my food with nobody. So I knew I had to be up there. The whole time, because my mind was blown, let's just say that. So I was going around being a medium to a lot of people. It was one person that I forgot, but we get to her later. But yeah, this is my weekend in Indianapolis. I got back just in the time. The whole way back was horrible, but there I loved it, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'll do it again. You see my road? You see my road? And I will continue to wear this road, cause baby, what an honor it was. Bye.